Welcome back, and today is Monday, 14th of November. Time check. Right now, we are at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 p.m. Singapore, Asia time. I'm really excited to be back here today because it's a great start to a brand new week, and I kind of got a very, very big epiphany moment. And let's dive into a few important topics that will kind of culminate into the main point I'm going to share with you tonight. All right, so really excited, and I want to welcome those who join us on TikTok as well as Twitch. Wow, TikTok and Twitch. Those of you who are joining us right there, really excited to see all of you there as well, and kind of making sure all of you are tuning together with us. All right, so here we go. We got a live stream going on in all the various channels, and today we also try for the first time going live on Twitch, and I just kind of moving behind the screens just to make sure we are capturing all the correct place. All right, so I'm gonna start off today by sharing with you, I think, the most important picture of the year. What is the most important picture of the year? And here we go. Ding ding. This is the most important picture of the year. And kind of really weird because these two are the most powerful enemies on planet Earth. Both are trying to kind of fight off each other. And right here, this is the golden moment taken a shot at the beautiful place called Bali, and both of them are shaking hands. This is a really beautiful shot, right? And it's not like you never seen, first of all, the guy on the left, President Xi Jinping, smile so broadly. Not even during his CCP recent meeting, where he met with all his delegates, and he was eventually voted to be the permanent emperor of China. Never seen him smile so broadly before. And the guy on the right, President Joe Biden, President of United States of America, as you can see right there, wow, smiling so broadly as well. So it's really fascinating to see this picture today. I call it the picture of the day. So when we kind of see such an amazing sight, right? And I just kind of want to tune in right over here. And of course, there are many other things that I want to connect the dots. And one of the topic I want to connect the dots is this. Step one, we are looking at the President of the United States feeling victorious because he kind of have a mini victory on his midterm election. He has taken control of the Senate because of the Vice President called to vote, and thereby he has control of the full Senate. Now, the House, I think they are still voting at this moment. They're still counting the votes. And I think for the House, it will be controlled by the GOP, Grand Old Party Republicans. So he has kind of done well despite the high inflation, despite the low purchasing power, despite all the issues that is facing the electorate, the midterm election. He kind of glanced through it. He survived. All right. So that gave him the confidence. So step one, you have a kind of a mini victorious midterm election for President Joe Biden. Step two, he has just met and shake hands and smile very broadly in front of the cameras with President Xi Jinping. All right. That means both leaders have kind of emerged from a very victorious election of their own terms. You have China kind of really usher out the previous president Hu Jintao, and then right now President Xi Jinping has full control of the entire CCP, permanent control. Yeah, President Joe Biden emerged unscarred, totally untouched from the high inflation that he faces domestically, and kind of taken control of the Senate. He's very, very happy about that. And two of them come eye to eye and meet up with each other in Bali. All right? That is point number one. Now, from point number one, I'll dive into the fact that point number two, which is going to address the question, does the recent issue or the saga of the FTX collapse help the president in any way? All right, so let's tackle point number 2 right here. And point number 2, we really got to put on like a devil's advocate to look at this issue. And then we can really understand much, much deeper how it's going to help President Joe Biden and his possible agenda to rerun for the presidency in the year 2024. Right? This is really, really beautiful. I got an epiphany moment, and I hope you guys stay really close with me and connect the dots. All right, and right now, as I'm sharing with you, please go and share the YouTube live stream link. If you are watching us on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, where else? TikTok. Go and share the link so that all of us can really connect these dots together, okay? So, step 2. You have the whole blowout of FTX, and I want to show you this piece of article, kind of putting on the cap of a devil's advocate to really understand, wow, is there any possible truth about the fact that right now in the U.S., you have a congressman accusing the president, all right, in the U.S. Oops. Hold on a minute. Let me just make some adjustment right here. Why am I not able to see? 1 second. Let me just pull out my annotation, all right? All right, here we go. So let's tackle this. U.S. Congressman says SEC, Securities Exchange Commission's Gary Gensler allegedly had dubious ties to FTX, promises investigation. Now, all these are factual. It's not like defamation, all right? It's all factual. And it's for us, the reader, to connect the dots. So very, very interesting. And right here, all right? Interesting. Gary Gensler runs to the media while reports to my office allege he was helping Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX work on legal loopholes to obtain a regulatory monopoly. We are looking into this. Now, this has been double, triple, quadruple confirmed that we know Gary Gensler is kind of a power crazy. He wants to expand the arm of Securities Exchange Commission to cover the cryptocurrency space, which rightfully should belong to the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, CFTC. So this affirms the fact that everybody in White House knows this for a certain truth, all right, at Washington. And then we come down right over here. This is getting, oh my gosh, this is blow up, man. So what's happening right here? All right. A tweet from RH Kaut stated that Gensler's boss at MIT was Alameda CEO Caroline Ellison's father. So who's the father? It's the previous boss of SEC Chairman Gary Gensler. SBF Wikipedia page shows he graduated from the school in 2014. All right, so we come down to this part here. And SBF went to MIT and helped to create the Alameda research. This is looking like a setup to crack down on crypto and control a system. So it is obvious because CZ did tweeted about this. There's a party that's trying to kind of usurp the powers of the crypto players through regulation. And right now, all this start to blow up already. You are looking right here. Immediately, you have Sam Bankman-Fried trying to tag team with SEC Chairman Gary Gensler to close the loop and kind of make himself the single monopoly, all right? Is this true? Here we go. It is worth noting that the ties between FTX and SEC go beyond in-person meetings. The general counsel of FTX in the U.S. had served as a lead counsel to Chairman Gary Gensler at CFTC. He was previous boss at CFTC. By all accounts, he's a stand-up and excellent attorney. The point is that the SEC was pretty close of kind of ring-fence everybody up, all right? And that's the reason why SBF met with Gensler earlier this year, which caused the community to scrutinize his donations to politicians. Now, how did he even have a chance to meet with SEC chairman? Everybody scratching the head. general counsel at Delphi Digital, labeled the money FTX spent as political bribes. Now, this is very common in US, where powerful individuals just make huge sums of donation. And here we go. The recent collapse of a major crypto exchange proves that the bill we were colluding with the owner of that crypto exchange to draft after he spent 40 million in political bribes to get it done is the best path forward. All right. So all this is kind of everything start to emerge. Meanwhile, reports reveal that US lawmakers are pushing SBF-backed bill forward with plans to increase oversight over the crypto space. Several crypto industry leaders have criticized the bill. All right, so this is a setup between SEC and SBF. That's what the article is saying right here. All right. So, we can go on all this, and of course, there are many, many other dots that I connect, and I urge you, please go and follow my tweets. I was connecting many, many different dots, and it's really very scary what is presented out there. Right now, everybody trying to pull together resources to kind of track down what the heck is going on. And in fact, I urge you to follow this guy called Mario Nafal, and he's the guy who's not sleeping, organizing Twitter Space nonstop. And Elon, even including Elon Musk, took part in his Twitter Space, and that's how all this insider information start to emerge. All right, this is really, really powerful stuff, and and all this start to play out at its best. So go and check it out. And unfortunately, on step 2, when we talk about FTX collapsing and doing really, really bad to the market, but the collapse actually helped who? Think about it. That is my epiphany moment. Step 1, you have China and U.S., both of the presidents emerging victorious from the recent election and face off at Bali. Step 2, you have the collapse of FTX, and right now we know there's some kind of collusion going on between SEC and Sam Bankman-Fried, SBF, to kind of ring fence the crypto space and create a monopoly for FTX. And in a way, all the other crypto leaders are really against this bill put forward by Sam Bankman-Fried, all right? And right now, at step 2, with the collapse of the crypto market, what has essentially happened is that the spending power or the cloud of the amount of wealth that entered crypto space has collapsed overnight. Now, this collapse can only bring about 2 beneficiaries. So listen very carefully. When you have so much money lost overnight, it's not like transferred the money or the money went to buy something. It's just, boom, disappeared. Disappeared because there was fraud going on at FTX.com, right? So total, the money just, boom, vanished. So the first beneficiary is that this will have a ripple effect to bring down inflation. Inflation will come down. No more spending power among the crypto players. These guys are spending the most. Boom, collapse overnight, all right? The moment inflation comes down, it adds on to the cause that Fed Chair Jerome Powell is pursuing to bring inflation down to 2%, all right? So beneficiary number 1 is actually the Federal Reserve. In one single move, boom, spending power goes down, inflation goes down, and that's it. He will achieve his aim of hitting 2% inflation rate, right? So that's the first beneficiary, Federal Reserve. The second beneficiary will be the stock market. Because right now, every institutional player is kind of freaked out about the crypto market. They're going to be good boy, good girl, returning back to the stock market and, invest their excess cash into the stock market itself. And that's the reason why tomorrow, CNBC has the grandfather of all time to go live on the TV station. And that's none other than Grandpa Charlie Munger. He's going to go on air and scold every one of us who got involved with crypto. See, I told you. Rat poison squared. He's going to scold all of us. And he's going to be the one cheering because everybody going to religiously come back to the stock market and deploy their capital. All right. So that's my epiphany moment when we connected the dots from step one. President Joe Biden met up with President Xi Jinping. Both emerged from the victorious recent election. Step two, the collapse of FTX, which resulted in step three, benefiting the target to bring down inflation, and as well as reorganizing all the excess cash back into the U.S. stock market. I think this is a damn good sign for the year-end rally that we are talking about. And the consequence of that, tonight, I'm going to show you a really crazy chart. Super crazy, all right? And this will be really my big topic of the day. How do you find a chart like this? It's totally mind-blowing to begin with. And let me just organize the chart really nicely. And let me just make sure all of you can see it with your open eyes. And here we go. Let me just adjust this guy here. And I stretch it over here. Hang on in there. If you spot it, it's good. If you didn't spot it, too bad. That's all I can say to you. Let me just adjust again. Make sure we are all looking at it really nice and gorgeous. All right. I'm almost ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We're going to look at this particular stock. And 3 things that you need to know about this particular stock. Step 1, it started off the highest price before the pandemic crash. The stock was trading right there, all right, which is $10. Now, obviously, back then, before the crash, $10. And today, it has recovered back to $10. Can you see that? This is really, really amazing, all right? Amazing for the fact that because it has actually dropped to $1, and if you buy it, it went up to $10. That's 10 times. 10 times profit, all right? Now, this is so amazing that at $10, if we were to move it like 100%, it should move up to $20, right? Now, $20 was not even the all-time high previously, right up there. That was like middle of 2019. Now, if we go on 3x, $10 to $30, then we move it across right there. And that was like the real price that it should be trading at back then, because that was the time when it was trading averagely at $30. This is the article of the day. This is so hidden. I mean, I want to know how many of you are really excited to find out what is the name of this stock. And let me switch out a little bit, and I'll pay my greetings to one and all who join us this evening. All right, welcome back. Welcome back. And let me see who's here. If you are watching us live, just make some comments at the comments box, and really happy to welcome all of you. I have Calvin joining us. J-Lo, you have a big day this Saturday. All right. We have Aries, Wilson, Thomas, John Lin, Jacqueline, Ian, and Adeline, CP, Ryan, Christopher, Eltin, Henry, Milton, Chuman. All right. Welcome back, all of you. And how many of you will be really, really interested to know what is the name of the stock? The name of the stock is highly dependent on your engagement with me on the live chat. All right. So if you are active on the live chat, then I can be active with you as well. So go. How many of you really want to know the name of the stock that moved from $1 to $10. And from $10, you're probably going to move to $20 and $30, all right? This is like mind-boggling, and it kind of fit into our investment team because why? Once I announce the name, you're going to know why, and I hope y'all can really benefit from this sharing. All right, so thank you very much, all of you, for participating, and welcome to Dizu, Hiram, Christopher, and yes, welcome back, all of you. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to unveil to you right now the name of this stock. Worth your time to investigate for tonight, and I'll be firing off as well to those of you who join me on the Don't Stop Believing trade notification, right? So here we go. Ding, 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 ding. The company fits into our criteria, which is the fastest moving sector during this very volatile period. And kind of with the two men smiling so broadly, I have confidence that I think the consumption of oil will resume very, very soon, all right? Just making sure that both just be very happy with each other. And you don't even kind of see that kind of smile between President Joe Biden and Prince MBS. I mean, Prince MBS just couldn't smile. He hated the man so much, he just couldn't smile, right? But today we have picture of the day, and that kind of fit into this team. The company is Nine Energy Service, ticker symbol NINE. And I hope you guys really, really go and spend time studying this particular company. It is really mind-boggling how it can escape the radar. And if I zoom in like this, then you understand why, right? It was trading averagely at $3, and it moved all the way up to $9. Boom, right over here, right? And that is 3x. 3x for how long? Now, how do we calculate the time duration? Very simple. We start from here, October, and then today we are mid of November. In 6 weeks, you get 3x, 300%. All right, so this is like crazy. And of course, you try to detect the news you really cannot find. I think there's some insiders going in to snap up the number of shares floating for this particular company. All right, so go and check it out. And before I end off tonight, tomorrow night we're going to have a trade through the night, a very, very important event for us, whereby we'll start trading from 9:30 p.m. Singapore time all the way to 5 a.m. All right, it's very, very rigorous. I'm really excited because tomorrow our software, our spiking wealth management system, will release the insider trading transaction for Q3. That's July, August, and September. All right. We want to know all the top fund managers, how they deploy their money ahead of the Santa Claus rally. So typically, the way they deploy is in Q3, waiting for the movement to take place in Q4, which is right now. Right. And of course, typically in Q4, they'll either average down or average up, depends on the fluctuation. And then they will play out their investment thesis all the way through until Santa Claus rally. This is their final push to recalibrate their portfolio before the year end finishes, all right? And that's why today, if we conclude with the three epiphany moments, number one, let's sum it up. You have President Joe Biden and President Xi Jinping shaking hands, smiling very broadly, very widely. I love that smile from two gentlemen. It looks like there's some good things in store for all of us. Let's wait for their announcement, all right? And I'm sure CNBC is going to do a live coverage of that as well. I think during our live telecast, it kind of done that and we missed it. Number two, the collapse of FTX, there's only two outcomes, two beneficiaries. Number one, it will serve the cause of bringing down inflation and helping Jerome Powell to bring inflation down to 2%. Overnight, bam, just like that. So clean. And that idea popped out from the idea that there's a collusion, some kind of collusion between Gary Gensler and Sam Bankman-Fried to ring fence the crypto space, to kill off every rich crypto player out there. And successfully, I think they done it. They done it. Whether right or wrong, whether was it the origin intent, FTX has collapsed, right? The second beneficiary, which kind of will help the stock market very much, is that all the excess cash, all the faith, trust in crypto, total collapse. Everybody will convert all their remaining cash and move it back to the stock market, the traditional instrument. And that will serve our cause of the blue box in the end of the last 2 weeks of this year. All right. So it's really fascinating time. And because of these three dots, we kind of share with you about the Nine Energy Service Incorporated. And I hope you enjoyed tonight's sharing. Please go and share our links. I realize you guys have been benefiting but not sharing. Can you guys go and share our YouTube link, our YouTube channel with your friends? All right, go out there and share with your friends. Get more people involved. Then then we can go really viral with the information we share. Right, so you can help us by sharing youtube.com/spiking. That is our YouTube channel link. You can go out there and share this link, and then they'll subscribe to us. All right. Without further ado, thank you so much for watching us tonight, and I will be seeing you on Wednesday. Tomorrow we'll skip one day because I'll be teaching throughout the live trading hours. Then I'll see you back on Wednesday. Thank you, and may God bless you. Goodbye, everybody.